Students, today we are going to learn about Euclid's division lemma. So what is the definition of Euclid's division lemma? So here the definition is given as if a and b are two positive integers, then they must satisfy the condition a is equal to bq plus r, where r is lying in between 0 to b. Now what is a stands? Say a is nothing but dividend, b is nothing but divisor, q is nothing but quotient, and r is nothing but remainder. So it is just a basic division which already we have learned in your previous classes. So that is how to verify the division, how to verify the values of the division. So previously we have learned about your dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. It is just a modified term of a is equal to bq plus r, is nothing but Euclid's division lemma. So let us explain one example based on this Euclid's division lemma. If I take a first example here, so 135 and 225. So here we have to learn that what is bigger number and what is smaller number, what is a and what is b. We have to denote what is a and what is b. So to identify this a and b, always the bigger number is the value of a and the smallest number is the value of b. Now if I write a is equal to 225 and b is equal to some 135. Now as per Euclid's division lemma, I can write this one as 225 is equal to 135 into dash, we don't know what is quotient, plus remainder, again we don't know what is remainder. So to find the quotient and remainder, you have to divide these two values. Now let us divide here. So 135 divided by 225. Now if I divide this with 1, so I will get here 135. The remainder is left with here 90. So here my quotient is 1, so I am writing here 1, and what is remainder? 90, so I am writing here 90. So to satisfy the Euclid's division lemma, the remainder always should be equal to 0. Now here remainder is not equal to 0, so I am writing as r is not equal to 0. Then the process continues. So whatever the values is given as b, that will come as a, that is 135 is equal to 90 into again what is quotient and what is remainder, we don't know. Now divide these two, that is 135, okay, 90 divided by 135. So 90 divided by 135. Now if I divide with this 90 again, so you'll get here 1s are 90, because if I multiply this with 2, we'll get beyond 180. So 180 is bigger than 135, so I can take with 1. So balance is 5, 4. So my quotient is 1 and remainder is 45. So again remainder is not equal to 0. Then the process continues. So I can write this as 90 is equal to 45 into dash plus dash. Now again divide this 45 with 90. Now 45 2s are 90. So remainder is 0. So my quotient is 2 and remainder is 0. So here r is equal to 0, means my remainder is satisfied as equal to 0. Then what is my HCF? So HCF is nothing but the value which is multiplied with 45, right? So like this we are finding highest common factor by using Euclid's division lemma. Now let us take another example, second one, that is 867 and 225. Now what is a here? A stands here 867 and b is equal to 225. Now as per Euclid's division lemma, your formula is a is equal to bq plus r, where r is lying between 0 to b. Now a is nothing but 867 is equal to 225 into, we don't know what is remainder and what is quotient. Now let us divide here. So 225 divided by 867. So if I multiply this with 3, you will get here 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7, 3 2s are 6. So balance is 2. Here you'll get 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6 7, 3 2s are 6, here 7 2s, here 1 balance 7, 16, 16 means 9, next here 1. So here remainder is 192 and quotient is 3. Now again here remainder is not equal to 0. Now second step is 225 is equal to 192 into quotient plus remainder. Now if I again divide this 192 with 225, if I multiply with 1, you'll get 192, balance is 3, here carry 112, 12 minus 9 is 3, so 33, so remainder is 33 and quotient is 1. Again remainder is not equal to 0. So next the process continues, that is 192 is equal to 33 into dash plus dash. Now 33, so again divide this with 33 divided by 192. Now if I divide this with 5 3 is a 15, 5 3 is a 15 plus 1 16. Now if I divide this with 6 3 is a 18, 19 which is bigger than 192, that's why I'm multiplying with 5. Now take carry from 9, that is 8, here 12 minus 5 is 7, 8 minus 6 is 2, so remainder is 27. So here 27 and quotient is 5, so again remainder is not equal to 0. Then the process continues, so I can write as 33 is equal to 27 into dash plus dash. So here if I multiply with 1, the remainder is 6. The remainder is 6. Again remainder is not equal to 0. Then here 27 into 6, 27 is equal to 6 into dash plus dash. So if I multiply 6 4 is 24, the remainder is 3, so again is not equal to 0. Now if I multiply this with 6 is equal to 3 into 2 plus 0. So here my remainder is equal to 0 because 3 2s are 6. Now what is HCF for me? So HCF is equal to 3. Hope you understand guys. Thank you.